Day 56, Becoming Christopher Cruz. This is my first video that I've done today. That's crazy. So last night, I was meditating and I was asking God, my angels, whatever the hell you believe in, like, please help me heal this pain that is in my heart and this anger that I have from what happened in my relationship. Like, please, please take this out of me. Yeah, because that's been a struggle. And I talked to my ex-girlfriend today for like 3 hours or something like that, 3 or 4 hours. And during the call, I kind of lost it a little bit, which I'm not proud of, but I was just really nasty, kind of. And she broke down. Like, it really hurt her. And every time we've talked, pretty much every time we've talked, and she's been on the verge of crying, she just pushes it back down. And so I never get to like see what's really going on inside. And so I have all this doubt in my mind and this belief that she doesn't really care about anything that's happened, and I just need to get the fuck over it, move on, and it's just not a big deal. And so that's what's been making me so angry and upset. It's like, man, how does she not care? And I wanted to believe in my heart, like, she's got to care. I know she's a good person, but it wasn't being shown. And so that's what was such a struggle for me. And I lost my shit on this call. And then she broke down. And yeah, she let it out. Like, and she asked me, like, how many more times are you going to punish me for this? Like, I've said, sorry, I've done everything I can. How many more times are you going to punish me? And that just smacked me in the face. It's like, yeah, how many more times am I going to punish her for this? Because that's a crazy thing about humans, is we'll punish each other unlimited times. Like, we are not, like, that's one of the craziest things, is we punish ourselves, for some of us, for our entire lives for one decision that we've made. And we punish other people their entire lives for one decision they made. And so when she said that, it just really hit me. And I'm like, I don't even want to punish her. I just want to know that she cares. That's what I really want. And I told her, I was like, just don't suppress it. Let it out. Just express yourself. Say whatever you're feeling right now. And she let it out, and she cried, and she was super vulnerable and real. And I felt she actually cares. And like 80% of the pain and anger that I had in my heart just disappeared in that moment, because I could finally see that she cares. Because most of the times we've talked about it, she's gotten maybe a little defensive, or just, because I've attacked her, so she wants to defend naturally, like most of us do. But she hasn't really shown me this real vulnerable side. And so I've just assumed, like, she just doesn't give a shit. And I was completely wrong. And I saw that tonight, and it just hit me. And like, I asked her, I was like, why aren't you vulnerable with me like this more often? Like, this is all I want from you. This is all I've ever wanted from you, to let me in, open your heart to me, let those walls down, let me see what's really going on. And she said, because I don't want to be weak. I don't want you to see the weakness. And that for me was like, damn. She sees her self-expression as weakness, as crying as weakness. And that's the kind of fucking society we live in, where it's like, if you cry, you're weak. And it's so wrong. Because to have the courage to let someone see you, to have the courage to let someone see what's inside of your heart, and to express how you're feeling, that is the most courageous thing any human being can fucking do. And it's such bullshit that we look down on it, and we call it weak and pathetic and all these different things, because it's just not true. Like, it takes more courage to cry in front of someone and let your emotions out, let them see you. It takes more courage than that, than anything else you can do with another human being. There's nothing more courageous you can do than show yourself to another person. And that's all I've ever wanted from her, is I just wanted to see her. I just wanted her to trust me enough to let me in her heart and see what's really going on, and not be strong, and not be tough, and not do any of that, just to be her. And like I've said throughout this whole journey, like I believe she's such an amazing person with such a big heart. I really believe that. And after all this happened, I doubted that. And that's why I've been so confused these last 2 weeks is like, is she that amazing person that I believe she is? Or is she this person that hurt me? And tonight, I saw her. I saw the real her. And it was beautiful and amazing and powerful. And last night, I channeled something where it said, she has to choose, like, she's either going to open her heart to you and let you in, or she's not. And it said in that writing, in that channeling, it said that you'll know when she lets you in because you'll be able to feel it. And I felt it tonight. I just felt it. She looked different. She had this like glow, even though she thought she looked like shit because she'd been crying. It was like, there's the person that I love. There's the person that I've been fighting to meet this entire time. And that was just so powerful. Because I didn't have a lot of hope that I would get to see that person. Like, I hoped that I would, but based on the conversations today, like, I just didn't think that I was gonna see that person. And it took me having to really hurt her, which sucks because I didn't mean to. But it took her having to get hurt to let me see that side of her. But it changed everything for me. Like, I don't have to doubt anymore. I know she's a good person. I know she cares. She's just not the best at expressing herself, which most people aren't. I've struggled with expressing myself my whole life. I still struggle with it. Most people have no idea what's going on inside unless they watch these fucking videos. Then they know everything. But yeah, it just allowed me to see the real her, and that was so... There's nothing better that I could have asked for. And it gave me so much hope and so much healing just to know that she actually cares and she really is sorry for what she did and that she's a good person. Like, that just, man, that's what I needed. And I asked God last night, I said, please, please help me heal. Help my heart heal. Help take this anger and this pain out of my heart. Please, God. And I did not think that she would be the one to do that. I just wouldn't even, it didn't even cross my mind. And she was the one that did it. It's crazy. Like, she's the one who put the pain there, but she's also the one that took it out. Which is crazy and amazing. But I've never felt more love for her than I did tonight. When someone lets you see them, like, it's a different kind of connection. It's a different kind of experience. Because most people don't get to see us, right? We walk around with our act and we walk around like pretending everything's good and we're all good and everything's great, even though it's not most of the time. So when someone has the courage to let you see them, when someone has the courage to express exactly what's inside, when someone has the courage to be that vulnerable, it's a completely different experience. And I'm so grateful. Like, all I want to do is send her a message with like the most love that I can possibly put into a message, and just hug her and just give her some love, because it was just, she really is a good person, an amazing person with a big heart. She really is the person that I believed she was this whole time. And I started to doubt that over the last 2 weeks, and that's what hurt me so much. So that's a really, really big deal. Damn. I don't think she has any idea of how much that helped me tonight. There was so much heaviness in my heart, and she took out so much of that just by being real, just by being her, just by letting me see her. She had to really trust me to let me see her. She had to really love me to let me see her, and she did. So, yeah, that's awesome. Also, a side note, I got in my car to drive to go get Chick-fil-A, and I didn't do it. I got to Chick-fil-A, I turned around, I came home, I ate healthy. Fuck yes, 2 days in a row saying, fuck you, Chick-fil-A. Not in a bad way, though. As in, like, fuck eating bad, not fuck you, Chick-fil-A. Fuck eating unhealthy food. Man, what a day. I just feel a lot of peace in my heart right now, and a lot of love. It's amazing what letting someone see you can do.